All right, welcome back to another episode of CaseyBuilds Live. Yesterday we did half of our 911 RSR, so we were making pretty good progress on this. It's decently sized, not quite as large or as detailed as the orange Porsche was, but still just a great Technic set. So let's just go ahead and jump right in and keep building here. Lex has already got everything all sorted out for us, so we'll be able to just fly through today and hopefully not take too long. Let's see here, this is where we stopped yesterday, so let's, there we go, flip over and keep going. All right. Alright, and there's various stickers here on this guy that have already all been placed, which is great, but it just means that I need to make sure I grab the right pieces at the right time. For example, let's see here. This one is that one, which goes oriented that way. Yep, okay. Let's see here. It looks like the car needs to be turned around. I don't know why. Some sets I have a... Hello there, motherboard. I don't know why on some of these sets I have a difficult time, more difficult than others, of knowing when I need to flip the set around. I think that's one graphic that they have in these instructions that I always have a hard time paying attention to for whatever reason. And usually they have it. I complained about it a little bit yesterday that there was a step or two that was missing the graphic, which made it more difficult, but for the most part they have them. Like if we go back, you can see here on the step 277, underneath the number there, they actually have the graphic to flip it around. But regardless of whether they have it or not, that's one thing that I just miss when I'm looking at the instructions. It doesn't show up for me. Yes, I gotta focus. Yes. Make sure I pay attention and see those when they pop up. They're very, very helpful sometimes. Pretty much right now what we're doing is doing the flip side of yesterday we kind of did the driver's side of the body. That's how we finished off, and now we're kind of doing the passenger side. So we're basically doing some flipped mirror work after what we did yesterday. So that just means nothing too exciting right now. Nothing new. It's all just repeat of what we did yesterday at this point. Just reversed. Oh. Alex's tray wasn't in view. There we go. Fixed it. It didn't take me till the end of this one to figure it out. Realize that I did that this time. So, getting better. No, there is no map on the inside of the right door. Inside of the right door is just blank. the inside of the driver's door. Yeah, today should be a nice... There's not too much left. Lex already has it all sorted out, and I'm looking at it, and we basically have 3 trays of stuff here, so... I don't think shouldn't take us too long to get this fella done today. Just a relaxing Sunday finish-up build. Oh, I did have a question. I know it's the sort of thing that I could probably see, but since I'm kind of when I'm getting ready to go live on these streams, I'm sort of focused on the tasks at hand. But for anybody who gets notifications on their phones or whatever when I list my live stream, do you get the notifications? Do you know if you get the notifications right at 2 o'clock saying Casey's going live right now? Or is it more of you get a notification, presumably whenever I post, that I'm going to be going live? So, like, and I don't know if you would have been paying enough attention to know the difference there. So, no worries if you don't know. But I was curious about that. Whether you get a notification right at 2 o'clock, or do you get them earlier in the 1 o'clock hour when I actually list the thing. Okay. And there's another sticker that I need to make sure I get right. And this goes here. More body paneling. And there are 2 fender wells, wheel wells. Oh, you don't get anything on your phone. That's weird. On my phone, I see that's weird. On my phone, I get a notification that I'm able to see it after I finish up. So I once I finish for the day, I look at my phone and I can see the notifications that I missed while I was streaming, and one of them is the one telling me that I'm going live from YouTube. That's weird. Did you guys ever get notifications on your phone? Presumably that's what subscribing will get you. Lots and lots of little black connectors holding everything together. It's pretty much par for the course for Technic sets. Hmm. Well, I wonder what changed. This sticker. Porsche Intelligent Performance. I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like my stream's a little more stable today than it was yesterday. Really don't know what was going on. One of the things for me that is an extra challenge when I'm doing these now with Lex laying out all the pieces for me ahead of time is it's an extra challenge to not knock everything over as I'm picking the pieces up. Yikes. Okay, well let's hope the internet gods are happy with us today. Yep. More opposite of what I did yesterday. So, getting up to the headlight here. Working our way up. One of the criticisms that I've heard in the reviews for this set is that the headlight bulb, ball, cover, whatever you want to call this thing, is a little too bubbly and is therefore somewhat inaccurate. And people, some of the reviewers have said that they either wish that they had used a different part or perhaps a custom part to make it a little less bubbly and make it a little more flowy and smooth like the actual car. And I feel like when you have a set like this where it's not as technically complex, where the most of the purpose of the set as a Technic set is to get the shape of the car right, I think that's sort of a fairly reasonable thing to expect. Is that the shape of the car would be right. So. For that, I don't totally disagree with the reviewer that said that. Okay, that needs to be oriented that way with this thing up top. There. Okay. Right there. Two of those, and this guy, black connector and blue connector. Okay, I think we're about ready to. Oh yeah, we still need our mirror and our door handle. Mirror goes in this way. There we are. And door handle. There we go. And one of these across the whole thing to firm it up a bit. This pin in preparation to attach it to the car. Here we go. Attach it through there thusly, and the next step will be putting this up through. Oh no, it's not. Oh, well, don't I look foolish? I'm gonna do this part, and I'm guessing the next step will be pushing the other fella up through the bottom to lock in the bottom part of the hinge. Yep, there it is. Okay. There we go. Sturdy door. Door complete. No stickers on those guys. I need to be careful. Okay, now this area over here, this is matching what's on the other side, and this will be to hold a couple of pins that will actually give our car more shape. It'll give us the right appropriate 911 bubbliness, where the bubbliness is expected to be. Those are some finishing off steps, so we're ways off from putting these lines in. Okay, now we have to move everything around again. Twist it like that. Just see what we're looking at, and this goes right down here on the front. Okay. Now for the other side. Same but backwards. And when you're doing these sorts of ones, it's good to kind of have to get you have to reach in back behind areas. And if you have big fingers, it's kind of tough to get your fingers in there sometimes, but if you can hold it from one side, like from the back, while you're putting a piece in like that, it helps a lot to give it the strength. Words aren't working really well today. It helps you be able to make better connections. Oops, this one needs to go on first. This goes over here. By the way, this piece that I'm putting on is a really clever... Oh, well, hello, Jacob. I'll hold it up on this one. So this guy, it's a really clever use of this piece to give the front bumper shape. This one's really, it's geared, I've seen it used in custom clock kinds of Technic sets before, or builds, not official Lego ones. If you have 4 of them, you can put them together and you have a nice big wheel with a lot of teeth on it that you could use for all sorts of interesting things. Incidentally, I don't think I've ever built a Technic set and done an actual follow the instructions build with these pieces that haven't used them in some sort of ornamental way, which seems like not the actual reason to have them. It's sort of a silly, lucky, creative way to use them, not the correct way to use them. So I don't think I've ever used them what I would consider the correct way when doing a build. But gives the front of the car a nice rounded bumper. Hello, Jacob, and possibly Amy and Hannah. Hello to any and all of you. This connects to... Other half of the bumper. There. Okay. car's really taking shape here. Now the front of the nose on the hood, this will definitely give it the appropriate shape to make this thing look like a Porsche from the front. As we get this on here. Okay, we're getting close to being done with this tray. Here's the correct stickered piece here. I do prefer the color scheme on this Porsche better than the one that I did before. This one's all red, black, and white, which are the right colors. The previous Porsche was that orange color, and I'm just not a big fan of orange ever. And my college colors were orange and black, which was sort of unfortunate. High school was red, black, and white though, so that was nice. Okay. And that's the end of that guy. Thank you. And the way that they did this was actually really interesting, to be able to get it to be the right shape and bendy. So they're using these kind of bendier pieces that you can kind of bend them into what shape you want them to be, and so it works really well in this sort of a situation where you need to have a irregular shape. So as you can see, thanks to the bendy bits, this actually has a nice curve to it, which we'll toss onto the old front here. And bulby headlight eyes are in the way. Get them out of the way. There. Now it definitely has the nose of a 911 there. Okay, and now we get to do our light clusters under the bulbs, or under the covers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can grab the little bits. There we go. And this slides into place here. And then when those go down, it will actually look like a headlight. So same for the other side. Our LED light clusters done for both sides now. I like the different types of shapes of headlights that different cars have, and I like how some can look super iconic. I've never really thought that the Porsche had super iconic headlights. They always look nice, but one of the companies that I've always thought had really iconic ones, and you would know what you were looking at, is the Bmw headlights. With the kind of changed them over the last few years, but for I don't know, a couple of decades maybe, the headlights had the ring with the light in the middle, and it just had a really cool look to it, and it was just unmistakably BMW. And you could some enthusiasts would get aftermarket headlight clusters for their non-BMW cars because it's such a cool look. It's kind of silly, but they're really cool looking headlights. Anyway, Porsche has always had nice looking headlights, if not ones that were necessarily iconically Porsche. No strong brand identity. Goes across there. Like I said, as we finish out this build today, we're done with all the complicated stuff underneath. So now it's just a matter of building it up to get the shape of the body right. What I would consider to be the easy parts. One of these fins. It's the wrong one. That's the right one. Oriented like that. Yep, okay. Grab the right one there. Perfect. And attach that right there. And as per usual, now we do the other side. There, okay. Stickers on both of these. Where do the stickers go? Triangle goes outward. Okay, like that. All right, now it's time to do our instrument cluster, dashboard, all of that. Ha! Hey there, Bo James. I build for the user. Okay, and once again, paying attention for which one it is. Nope. Yeah, I always grab the wrong one first. Every time. Bo James, are you building along at home right now? Are you working on yours? Or are you watching this before you start your build? Dashboard is coming together. Also, by the way, I did tweak some more settings this time. I once again lowered my bitrate down quite a bit, so that could also be helping the stream quality. So I might have had it too high before, and I seriously dropped the bitrate that I'm trying to push out. So on the one hand, it could possibly mean that the video quality would be a little fuzzier, maybe, but it should make it so that it doesn't get all jittery. So hopefully that helps and makes everything better while I continue to work on getting better internet. Which I'll get around to one of these days. Promise. Oops. Oh, put my nav screen in the wrong spot. There we go, fixed it. Okay, well, this is going to be another one of those situations where it's going to be tricky to get this right. Let's see. That should be like that. This one is just a half. Do I have a half spacer I can use? No. Let's use this guy. Okay, those are in the right spots. Now this one needs to go up. That should be about right. This is my attempt to get it lined up with what the instructions are asking for, and I think I did a pretty good job. Okay, this guy only connects up here. This needs to go inside. Let's see here, we have to open up our doors. This lines up. That's a tricky one to get in the right spot. Okay. So that needs to go through both of those ones and into that top one. There we go. That wasn't so hard. I'm actually surprised at how easily that one went in. So, one of the things that makes putting these things together difficult sometimes, like mechanically, physically difficult to assemble them, is the more connectors, the more of the little black connectors that are sticking out, even though everything lines up perfectly, the more of them that there are when you are trying to, say, put something like this into an existing area where all of the holes in the connectors are supposed to match up, the more connectors there are, sometimes it can become difficult to be able to push it through. And like I said, even when everything lines up the way it's supposed to perfectly, it can be difficult to get them to all want to go in at the same time. Oh, that one was easy too. Usually they're not that easy. Well, that's two. Taco! You fixed it. Are we talking about your recommendation to lower my bitrate on the stream? Because it seems like it helped a lot. Because yes, if that's what you're talking about, you absolutely did fix it. And I'm sure all of my fans appreciate your recommendation. Where do you go? You go right there. Cluster. That said, I still do want to get better internet. Cool. Yeah, I think that helped a lot. But good work on your notifications. So did you... my parents both noticed that they weren't getting notifications anymore either. Is there... Does Facebook stop sending you notifications correctly? What did you have to do to fix yours? That's a great suggestion that I would probably never do. Well, no, that's not true. There is a future reality where all of a sudden I have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and all people talk about all week long is how excited they are for the next weekend build, and I have to quit my day job to be able to prepare adequately to entertain the throngs. When that happens, I'll have a second computer to do all of the processing. iOS, since I never tapped them, said open on my TV, it turned it to silent. Okay. Alright, what do I do with this one here? Yeah, when that happens, Lex will get a raise. Absolutely. weird hood. I don't remember it being this weird when I built it the first time, and I hope it gets better when I finish it off. Or maybe it is just a fixed hood because there's no reason to have to get in. There's no frunk. There's nothing to put in there. So maybe this will just end up being a fixed hood because it's a race car. That would make sense. This needs to go here. Yeah, right there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1. You fit on this side. Okay, this one's another case where there's a whole bunch of connectors that all do indeed line up correctly, but getting them all to snap into place at the same time, got it, can be tough. Okay. Oh, headlights down now. Oh, now they're back up again. I wonder why they keep telling us to put them up and down. Okay, that'll lock. Oh, man. So there's a couple of arrows pushing these black pieces into place, which presumably are supposed to lock the hood down, but the hood has a whole lot of give, so you kind of need to make sure you have the hood in the right spot before you push these in, otherwise it won't actually lock it. There. Firm. There we go. Now it's in the right spot. Headlight back up, because this won't go through. There. Headlight down. Okay. Alright, hopefully the headlights just stay down from this point onward. Okay. There's one of them. There's the other. Yeah, and sometimes, even when there's just a single one, you kind of have to get it from the right angle. There. But now we have a nice, again, they use these rubbery sorts of pieces here to put the proper outline and shape to all this. Oh, next piece we use. To get the shape down. I always kind of thought it was sort of cheating to use these, as opposed to doing it all with proper Lego pieces. These are Lego pieces. It's not like to tell you to go get a rubber band out of your kitchen drawer or something, but okay. Alright, I think we are on the last bit of this guy. Sorry for the clang. I think this is basically the front of this area, just some more aerodynamics. And then once we get that, we have one tray left to finish off the hood of the top of the cab and the rear of the thing. Yep, there we go. That goes right down here on the front. And the front of our Porsche now is a complete 911. Very, very classic look to it. Let's see here. Bring our pieces in closer. All right, now we're doing the tail end of the thing. Oh, already knocking Lex's pieces over. This is the last tray. We're almost an hour in, so like I had said yesterday, I didn't think we would be going too long today. So that is continuing to appear to be true. This is a 9er. That's 2. So that should leave us with 2 on either side. Which, if we want to be sneaky, let's center it perfectly, like so. 2 and 2. Nice. Make sure we keep looking at it from the right angle. Go. Oh, I'm just making a mess of everything in here right now. There's too many pieces on this tray. I can't get my fingers around everything. Okay. Alright, we're making 2 of these, so I might as well do them both at the same time. 2, 2. Getting ourselves some pretty tail lights here. Here we are. And let's see here, there's a few different types of these. These ones have the shine to them, so these pieces are slightly shinier than normal pieces, which presumably means that these are for our titanium exhaust tips. Oh, this one This is a stickered piece, okay. We need the one that says design. That's the one. And that goes there. So this one probably says Porsche. It does. Okay, this is some of these pieces I've knocked over. That one, and that one. And this is going to say Porsche RSR. Right there. This one and this one. No. Runaway piece. Okay. This flat. Alright, no stickers here. That's good. So we don't need to worry about grabbing certain pieces. 1, 2, 3. We just need to make sure we get the one that's angled correctly. Oh, I got it on the right try, on the first try this time. How exciting. It is. Oh, we're doing more creative bendy pieces for the rear of the car too, like we did on the front. So we can get some bend with that. So that goes right there. Okay. You can see here it creates a nice bend. Gives it a real natural shape. Where are you? You go that one, which means this goes here, and oops. Okay, that one goes there, and then this one goes in there. There. So now we have the full rounded thing going on there. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, do we have stickers on these? Because some of them have stickers. No, doesn't look like it. We do have one on this guy, and it's this one. Tail light. That's what this one is. Tail light cluster. Okay, this one's oriented this way, this one's this way. This goes and attaches right there. Okay. Now we have two long bendy fellas. Bendy bits. Which only attach to one side at the moment. Okay. So these will These will bend around eventually. Huh. Eventually is now. So we attach this right there. And these will fit around on top of existing connectors. If I can actually get it to go on there. There we go. That's one of them. That's the other. Okay. There. A nice rounded shape to the back of this thing. Properly. It's like we're building our wing now. Which, unlike the ridiculous wings you see on lots of tuner cars, something like this, when you're going at hundreds of miles an hour, gives you functional downforce that keeps your car on the track. So sometimes, like this, a ridiculous wing actually is necessary. But most of the time not. Alright, in a situation now where we're going to need to get stickers in the right spots, so I might have to build this somewhat backwards. How is this going to need to end up? That looks right. Okay, and the Porsche logo is angled or oriented that way. So we can put these guys on. Okay, step 452, easy. Just put stickers, which we already have. Great. Alright, we got all that stuff. Now we're doing a big top section here all at once. Come on, there we go. Ooh. Okay, now we put these on. Do these ones have stickers, you ask? Some of them do. Shoot. Okay. Alright, so it's going to be like that. This one will be on this side. This one will be over here. Okay, and the rest of the sticker should be easy enough to figure out based on where these ones are. So, back here. Okay. Alright, we're back to where we need to be. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. There we go. I feel like this set in particular has had multiple opportunities to demonstrate what I've been talking about a few times now, where there's so many connectors that it's kind of tricky getting things to go into the correct place because there's too many things holding it into the right place. And in a moment here, when we flip this over, moment of truth to see if I actually got everything going the right way by working backwards. Hopefully we did. I don't have to take it all apart. Or we could just keep it our little secret and pretend that everything's fine, since the stickers don't really matter. That's obviously not going to be the case. As a very, very thoughtful birthday gift, some friends got me. I actually haven't. They were planning to bring it over and drop it off, and they were unable to do so. But they told me about it, and it is a sticker book, a puzzle sticker book. So they know just how much I enjoy putting stickers on these other things, and they figured, what better way to help you celebrate joy and give you an entire book full of stickers with pages that makes it a puzzle to be able to put all the stickers in the right spots perfectly. So obviously that's something I'm looking forward to doing, and not at all making me twitch. This needs to go right there, I believe. All right, now I think we flip it over. And see if all of our stickers are in the right spots. Holding it up. Haha! They are. Oh, I broke that off. Okay. All right. Hey, I grabbed the correct orientation on the first try. It's always a nice surprise. Oh, just one. Blue bit. The sky. Blue fella. Yeah, we're on the home stretch here. We're gonna be done with this real quick. Easily done by 4. Probably quite a bit sooner. Also, as a reminder, or not a reminder, as a notice, next weekend it will be a special edition CaseyBuilds. It'll be a remote build with a guest piece order. So, secret guest, special guest. So it'll still be, at least for next weekend, 2 p.m. on Saturday, Pacific time. But it will be I don't know. Things will look a little bit different. Oh, taco. That is a great idea. Still curious to see just how responsive, how quick the new Mario Kart game is. For those of you who are unfamiliar with it, Nintendo just released a new physical Mario Kart game where you have a remote control car that you steer with your Nintendo Switch, and it actually drive it around a course in your house. But I actually haven't seen one working, and I have my doubts as to how responsive and quick the thing will be. Obviously, if you're doing a racing game, you want it to have some pop. But it sure is a neat idea. Oh no, one of these has a sticker on it. Oh, found it. Huh. Yeah, that's a really clever idea. Nintendo has a lot of unique, clever ideas. I do have a Halloween set that I've been saving. It's the haunted house. So it'll be a full weekend build again. It's a bigger set. It's in the same line as the Carnival? What do they call them? There were a few other sets. There's a roller coaster, a Ferris wheel, and a merry-go-round that are all kind of carnival-oriented sets, and the haunted house is meant to be another one of the carnival sets. But it's a slightly bigger set. It's around 3,000 pieces, but it has motors and things to move elevators, and I've been saving it specifically for Halloween. So yes, but we'll do that one the weekend of Halloween. Uh-oh, where does this go? This goes here. Oh, wow. I don't know if you guys could. My big alarms were on the way, but I was trying to put this in place, and then all of this just fell down perfectly into place. So that's cool. Oops. There we go. But great question, Taco. I'm excited that I actually had a good answer for that. Alright. Seems like there's... Alright, it says turn it around. There we go. These are the pieces we needed. Now we can lock it all into each other. Pack up all your... No, I'm afraid I don't have any sets for that. Although maybe if you got yourself some Mindstorm sets, you could do something that would help with the sorting of all... Well, how ridiculous is that? It tells you to turn it around, and now it tells you to turn it around immediately. Again. Ridiculous. Yeah, maybe if you found yourself some Mindstorm sets, you could build yourself basically what amounts to a little Wally that could go around and sort, get your stuff all set. Okay, where do these guys go? Let's see. Oh, they're here for the windshield shape. And all right, more contouring. Seems like the right word to use. Here. There we go. There we go. One on one side, one on the other. Okay. And the final two ones of these guys, which go through like that here. There. So they do a really good job using these things and then threading the needle of a few other pieces, having them at the key points. You can get this in here and it definitely gives it a more authentic shape and contour of the actual car. Look at it from the side, it does have the Porsche lines. Okay, now we gotta flip it upside down, I guess. Something's going down on the bottom here. Also, Taco, there are some remote control cars that you build Lego ones, I have never been impressed with the speed of the motors on any of these things. The only one that I've ever been impressed with was building the Disneyland Railroad, and that thing can absolutely haul. And I don't know why it can go so much quicker than the other remote control cars. But for whatever reason, that's... The remote control cars are a little disappointing in the speed department. And I've tried to hack them a little bit. They have a few different apps that you connect to with your phone, and then I've tried downloading third-party ones that connect to the Lego the way that the official Lego ones connect to it. And
maybe it's because the train's on a set track, so they know it's not going to hit anything and break it.
I don't think that's it. It just seems that one of them, for whatever reason, the Lego, the train, the engine just spins faster, which seems weird and wrong, but anyway. Okay. We got some antenna stuff up here, and we are almost done. We got some tires and then some, presumably will be, caps in the tires, so we'll get rid of that. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and cheat and put the caps in the tires ahead of time, just because that'll make it a little easier. Tires just snap into place. Usually. Line them up the right way. It can be tough sometimes. There. One wheel to go. There we go. All right, we have a complete Porsche. So as you can see, you can turn the steering wheel. Turn the steering wheel, it actually does turn the wheels. Doors open, the back hatch opens so that you can see, kind of see the engine in there. But that's pretty much it. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, we have some suspension, so there's a little bit of travel with that. One other thing that I was planning to do here, so we have this. I'm going to switch back over to this camera so I can hold stuff up. So we have the complete Porsche, and let me grab one thing here. Whoops. So for comparison, here was the one we built originally 6 months ago, or whenever that was, the GT3 RS. So if we look at them side by side, you can see that, let's see here. It's kind of hard to see with this camera. I'm going to switch back over. There we go. theoretically, they're both 911, so they should be the same size. You can see that the orange one is just a little bit bigger. So this is a 1/8 scale model. This is a somewhere between 1 to 9 or 1 to 10. But you can see orange has just a little bit extra on it. A little wider, a little longer, tiny bit taller, but they're close. Close enough. Anyway, that's it. How about a comparison with the GT3? You must have typed that. Oh, after I'd already grabbed this guy. So, so there you go. Done with Porsches for a while. I don't have any more of these to build. But like I said, next weekend it should be fun. We'll be doing a guest one, or a guest sorter with at a remote build location. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your Sundays. This was a quick hour and a half here, so you've got plenty of time to enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you all so much, and hopefully see you all next weekend. Goodbye, everyone.